looking for that first ever Division I NCAA tournament berth.
Indiana starts out on offense. More McNeil. Only 5 assists away from moving into 6th all-time on the all-time assist list at Indiana. Chesky's first shot, no good. Offensive rebound down low. Lamandola can't clean it up, but they'll hold on to it.
Something to keep an eye on all game, Cruz. This is team, so look for Indiana to try and cash in on the offensive glass.
Hoosiers coming off their first conference win against Penn State on the road just about a week ago. Plenty of time off for the Hoosiers. Garzone a triple. Lamandola with another offensive rebound. Garzone got a triple. And a picture-perfect start for Indiana here this afternoon.
And that's what Juliana Lamandola has brought to this Indiana team since being inserted into the starting lineup. As you see Terry Moore in there, the 2023 National Coach of the Year. She's inserted Juliana Lamandola into the starting lineup without Sydney Parrish, and Lamandola's done exactly that, the little things. They aren't going to necessarily show up in the stat sheet game in and game out, but she's going to do the little things that help your team win.
Quick 5-0 jump for Indiana to begin this game. Haley Harrison, the Winchester, Kentucky native. Transfer out of UC Martin, coming off a 9-point game this past Thursday in that win over Chattanooga.
So the team's leading scorer just under 16 points a night.
There's trouble. Moore McNeil had it batted away. And a great hustle by Hope Savory to pick it up. Knights quickly into the front court, and Haley Harrison traveled. Lily Meiser with back-to-back buckets for this Hoosiers offense.
You can see already, Cruz, the heavy emphasis for Indiana to use that size advantage down low.
This is not a very big Bellarmine team. Their tallest player, Skylar Treadwell, at 6'1". Indiana has plenty of height to go along with their post play.
The Hoosiers start 3 players that are 6'1" or taller.
5 on the clock for Savory. With back into the game. 27 points, 2 off a career high against Penn State just the other day.
A perfect game. She did not miss a shot, Cruz. She was fantastic in that game against Penn State. A perfect 12 for 12 from the field. And it is just not any easier for Bellarmine as far as that size is concerned when Indiana goes to the bench. Striplin coming in, checking in, 6'3". So still plenty of size advantage for the Hoosiers.
Indiana got off to a quick set. Her third stop collegiately, played at Kentucky for a year, then spent some time at Georgetown College. Jumper on the way from Treadwell.
It's a big shot for Treadwell to hit, because if she's able to knock down that shot, it takes a player like Caroline Striplin away from the basket defensively.
Alexis Bargesser getting her first touch of the game. Was able to finish it off.
It's already offensive rebound number 4 in this game, Cruz. Indiana crashing the offensive glass with conviction.
21 first quarter points for Indiana, and a turnover on the Knights.
Looks like we might get some full court pressure here. Chance Dugan, the head coach for the Knights, imploring her team to kind of step up. You can see Indiana not afraid to play inside-out basketball tonight. We've already seen a lot of driving kicks, a lot of post entries that have led to kickouts. But Caroline Striplin, she's been fantastic as of late, especially with that career-high 27-point performance against Penn State. Her first trip to the line tonight.
And her first shot's good.
You can see Indiana not afraid to play inside-out basketball tonight. We've already seen a lot of driving kicks, a lot of post entries that have led to kickouts. But Caroline Striplin, she's been fantastic as of late, especially with that career-high 27-point performance against Penn State. Her first trip to the line tonight.
And her first shot's good.
No dig from that strong side corner defender. You're taught not to help off the strong side corner. So Moore McNeil knew she would have plenty of space to operate.
Toller with 5. Toller a step back. Misses everything. And Indiana's going to get a shot with 1.5.
We've already kind of seen it. This frenetic and kind of haywire defense for the Knights has left open a lot of opportunities on the offensive glass for Indiana because the Knights are getting themselves out of position and having to overrun on the floor.
Indiana still holding on to that 11-point lead. Lamandola spinning into the lane, and she shuffled her feet.
An excellent job there by Skylar Treadwell down low, kind of three-quarter fronting Lily Meister, making that pass difficult from the wing. If the Bellarmine Knights are going to front like that, Indiana's going to have to flash somebody to that free throw line and try and get the ball down to Meister some other way.
Well, not that they need to be tested, but their effort certainly will.
That almost looked like a predetermined pass there from Garzone. She's got to try and take that a little bit deeper, take what that defense is giving her in that situation. You can see she had space to kind of attack Treadwell, that drop defender, but she elected to try and pass it through traffic.
Corner, Bargesser. Got it. Bargesser's first triple of the year. Moore McNeil looking for assist number 400. Instead, she'll look for 3. And she can't put that one in. Lamandola fighting for it. And Harrison ultimately comes up with it. Harrison wild pass trying to lead Ashley Harris. It was too far out in front of her.
Miscommunication there. Harrison thought Harris was going to crash to the basket. Instead, she spaced to the corner.
Hannah Sonvik in for the first time for Indiana. Aaron Toller returning for Bellarmine. To finish it, and Chloe Moore McNeil has reached 400 career assists.
It's a great pass, only where Strickland could get it, and an equally as impressive catch.
She's just one away now from reaching the 6th place all-time on that all-time assist list in Indiana women's basketball history. Chesky being harassed into the front court, and Harrison flagged for that personal.
Goes back to what I was saying just a second ago, though, Cruz. Right there, Shea Chesky got season. Indiana's put together maybe outside of that ranked win against Baylor or Stanford.
Sonvik, 75% free throw shooter, knocks down both of them. It's a 20-point lead for Indiana. Toller pull up, and she cuts it to 18.
It's crazy, Cruz. Bellarmine shooting 50% from the floor. It's not like they're missing every shot they take. They have 7 turnovers, though, and Indiana's just been suffering.
Euro step into travel. Another Bellarmine turnover. That's their 8th of the first half.
We talk so much, Cruz, in this game about the turnover battle. As you see, just one too many steps there. Coming to that hop step there was Hyman. The turnover battle is typically +8 in favor, +7, I should say, in favor of Bellarmine against their opponents this season. Right now, Bellarmine is -3 in the turnover department tonight.
Yeah, they turned it over just a hair under 15 a game.
But that's to turn a good shot to a great shot so far.
Bargesser in and out on the first. With 6 of 15 coming in to today's contest. 7th game back, missed her first 4 games of the year with a foot injury. She has been riddled with injuries going back to her days in high school. But she's healthy now and was able to split that pair.
Without a bucket or without points for Bellarmine here in this second frame. And again, it starts defensively. Indiana's defense is creating so many opportunities for its offense because right now the defense, they're getting stops, they're forcing turnovers, they're getting out and running. And at this point, we talked about potentially Coach Dugan and Bellarmine wanting to turn this into a track meet. Well, it has turned into a track meet here in this last couple of minutes of the first half, but it's been in favor of Indiana because the Hoosiers are the ones forcing the turnovers. I should say Shea Chesky right there with some great on-ball defense out top, and then obviously forcing the turnover as well.
Contact away from the ball and a foul on Strickland.
Another impressive thing Indiana's done, that's just the 5th team foul here in this frame. The Hoosiers have played
The Daily Hoosier. She watched the movie Hoosiers regularly as a kid, actually owned a Hickory hoodie as a kid. Was recruited by Indiana in high school, decided to go to Tennessee for 3 years. And when she entered the portal because of a head coaching change, she was unsure of her role going forward with Tennessee. She only made one visit during her time in the portal. That was to Indiana. Soon thereafter, she committed to Terry Morin's program.
She's been fantastic ever since arriving, too. The growth that she's shown, she, as you mentioned, was unsure of her role at Tennessee. Wasn't going to start.
Get a shot up. A pick.
Cook, still plenty of talent and top-tier teams in this conference.
Indiana will have it coming out of the locker room. And immediately down low to Lily Meister.
First half was Caroline Striplin. We'll see if the second half is Lily Meister down low in the paint for Indiana.
Foul down low. And that will send Bellarmine to the free throw line. It's been a difficult task for Indiana to try to replace what
Cruz. We'll see if Indiana can kind of keep up the same juice and the level of intensity in the second half.
Foul down low. Meister will go to the free throw line.
In that first half, it was all about pace. It was up-tempo. They looked like they were having fun out there. They were enjoying themselves. Smiles on faces. It was a quick half. Indiana played well. It was probably, as we mentioned, one of the best halves of the season for the Hoosiers. We'll see, though, that's been the issue, is not being able to sustain that for an entire 40 minutes.
Step into one and left it well short.
This is that press that's gotten them back into so many games this season, Cruz. See out on the floor, though, right now for Indiana, 4 capable ball handlers in Chesky, Moore, McNeil, LaMondola, and Garzone. So we'll see if the Hoosiers have much trouble breaking it. It's just a token press right now, not any traps or anything like that, just kind of to keep Indiana on their heels a little bit.
It's worth mentioning again that Bellarmine is...
He's really kind of taken over the leading scorer role for Indiana, especially as you mentioned just a few moments ago, Cruz, with Mackenzie Holmes now gone. Garden Garzone's kind of taken over the reins as the team's primary scoring option, but what makes this team a little bit different is there's so many different players that can go for 20 plus even on any given night.
In and out for Haley Harrison, a 78% free throw shooter. She had her 6-game double-figure streak snapped again.
Here's some zone defensively. Looks like a 2-3 from Bellarmine, which Indiana's prepared for. They talked about it this morning coming into the contest.
High low, down low for Striplin. She missed it. And Bellarmine gets another stop. Harris just hit one. Treadwell going to work. Treadwell can't score it. Striplin cleans it up. Conversation of the university for the better half of the last quarter century under Scotty Davenport's direction. 2011 Division II national champions. Won the A-Sun back in 2022, but did not make the postseason due to some of those rules that you have to follow once you make the transition from Division II to Division I. Bargesser on the second opportunity.
So much, Cruz. This Indiana team doesn't look that way. They look confident. They look like they've slowed down. They're taking deep breaths.
Arizona again. That one's strong. And Toller releases for the rebound. Toller the drive down low. Put it up too strong. Moore McNeil muscling down that rebound. Sandvik down low, and Striplin couldn't get a hand on it. Nice hands in transition for Bellarmine. Rachel Shropshire. Moore McNeil chases it down. Baseball pass to Sandvik. Now Bargesser weaving her way through the paint, and she can't get it. And a correction, that was not number 401 for Chloe Moore McNeil. She had an assist, at least we thought it was an assist earlier in the game. They took that back, so that was number...
That is very good from the free throw line, as is Indiana, about 77% on the season.
Harrison, back-to-back games where she struggled to shoot the ball. Was 1 of 5 in that game against Chattanooga. Only 1 of 4 here tonight, but she is 8 of 10 from the free throw line.
She's taken all 10 of Bellarmine's free throws.
Floater up and good for Aaron Toller, who reached the 1,000-point mark in their last game against Chattanooga. Well, you'll see it all unfold over the next 10 minutes here on Big Ten Plus. Indiana searching for their 8th win of the year. And if a comeback starts, that would be the initiator right there, Aaron Toller.
You know she is clutch, that is for sure.
Had 2 threes in the final 8 seconds of that game against Chattanooga, including the game winner. Lead cut down to 26. We talked about Toller using the screen. And she left that 3 short. Lamandola there to snag it. And a travel, I believe, was just called.
It looked like Chesky kind of got started there a little bit too early.
Well, we'll send it down to Ryan Costello, who has more on Chloe Moore-McNeil.
Yes, Chloe just made history. She is now 6th all-time in career assists at Indiana with 401. And while number 22 has been a dominant force for the Hoosiers starting line.
Treadwell, full head of steam down low. And Beam shovels it back to Harrison. Left it short. Chesky picks it up. Sandvik one-on-one with Savory. And Savory picked her pocket. It'll bounce out of bounds. Indiana will hang on to it.
Great defense there from Savory. He's going to have to check out now as Ashley Harris comes back in. And a loud round of applause there for Chloe Moore-McNeil. She heads to the bench likely for the last time tonight.
Beam, another Louisville native for this Bellarmine team. Plenty of hometown heroes playing for the Knights.
And Cruz, Coach Dugan talked about needing to come out and play better and play harder in this final frame, and that's exactly what the Knights have done. Right now, just being outscored by 3 in the final quarter. They were outscored by 4 in the third quarter, so just -7 for Bellarmine here in the second half. Much, much better after they took a 24-point deficit into the halftime locker room. Fantastic, as you mentioned in that first half, 15 points on 6 of 7 shooting. And she earns her trip to the line, which she gets to the free throw line a lot, Cruz, and you can shoot as well as she can from that charity stripe. That's always a great thing.
.45 points over the last 2 games for Caroline Striplin.
That's pretty good, isn't it?
Got to think.
I think Indiana will take that off the bench. Indiana team a few weeks ago. This is a really good Bellarmine team as well, but Indiana's battle tested before they even get into the heart of Big Ten play.
Late whistle, but a foul called on Striplin on the perimeter. Three shots on the way for Shropshire. And Yard and Garzone more than likely taking a seat for the final time this afternoon.
Another good performance from Garzone. The
team started showing up to her game. She actually thought they were there for her teammates. The coaching staff wanted her to visit it in person. She was offered the same day that she was visited. She had her shot stuffed right there.
One of the more dominant high school basketball players in the state of Indiana the last couple of years.
Brown lost it out of bounds.
And Wiseman's got a unique skill set. Standing at 6'4", she can put the ball on the floor.
Career high for Sandvik today. And a very efficient shooting clip as well. Bargesser. No, Wiseman there. Still looking for her first career point. She gets rid of it instead. Sandvik again. Can't get that one. And Wiseman trying to go over the top. Called for the foul.
Well, see, if you're Terry Moore and you don't mind that foul in a game like
to take on that challenge.
Indiana's flipped the script. This has been a game played. Yes, we know Indiana likes to play fast, but that might, we thought, play into the hands of Bellarmine a little bit, but it has not in this game.
Juliana Lamandola from up top. And she extends the lead back to 31 with under 90 seconds.